Good evening. Welcome to another episode of the Paint Party Livestream. I'm so glad to have you with me this evening. I hope your week was well, and I hope you're having a great Halloween evening. I guess All Hallows Eve, because tomorrow is All Hallows. But I hope that you had a great week and are having a great evening. All right, let's jump right in. So good to see you all. Hey, Britt, sorry, called you Brett. So good to see you. Thanks for popping in. If you've been here before, you know how this live stream works. It's really low-key, just a bunch of friends hanging out. I started teaching myself to paint about 2 years ago, and so this is my journey. Feel free to engage in the conversation. Wherever you're watching this, you can join in the comments on whatever platform you're joining me on. It is, as I said, laid back, so stay as long or as short a time you'd like, and feel free to ask questions as we go through the process. I always love engaging with the audience. So we're going to jump in this evening. Let me go ahead and more people popping in. Hey there, Mom and Dad. Lola, so good to see you as always. Good to see you. All right, let me switch my camera. Oh, I am upside down. All sort of discombobulated. Let's rotate that. There we go. All right, and I will get this set up. Let's see. So you can see my palette here. Just Mom right now. Dad is cleaning up the yard for winter. Ah, yes. We have had some beautiful weather here in the western Black Hills, northwestern Black Hills of South Dakota. But it is about to drop 30 degrees between, I believe, Wednesday and Thursday. It's supposed to be about 65, 64 degrees the next couple days, and then it's going to drop to a high of like 32, 33, 34, somewhere in there. So, and we may get some snow. So it's that time of year where it's just up and down, and we can have some really wild swings. So that's how it is here in the mountains. All right, let me get set up so that you can see my canvas as well as my palette there. And we're going to do something a little bit different tonight, or try to. Let's see. Okay, I think we got it set. There we go, and I'll switch this back so you all can see what I am looking at. Okay, we are set to get started, and as I said, we're going to try something different tonight. So I have been running errands all day, or most of the day, and thought, well, since it is Halloween, let's do something thematic. And so I am going to try to do, for the first time here on the live stream, dum 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 dum, that's my drum roll, a painting without reference. So those of you that have been around know we always usually have a reference photo, but I thought, well, let's just see what happens if I paint without a reference. So this is going to be an interesting experiment, and I said it's thematic. I have a relatively small 8x10 canvas. Anybody want to guess what we're going to paint tonight? It will be a single subject that we are all very familiar with in this evening of the year. Anybody want to guess? Hey there, Diane. So good to see you. Thanks for popping on Facebook and checking out my live stream. So glad when not new friends, friends that are new to the live stream pop in. So glad to have you. Anybody want to guess what I'll be painting tonight? Lola says a pumpkin. Lola says a pumpkin. All right. Ding, ding, ding. First winner on the first guess. A little bit more specific, though. This is going to be a jack-o'-lantern. So, I spoke too soon. Yes, it is a pumpkin, but specifically a jack-o'-lantern. So, what I want to do is continue the theme that we've had the last few weeks and focus on the play between light and dark. So that is my intent tonight. To do that, I am going to begin by kind of drawing a little bit of a framework that I can build around for the composition. So this is a fairly small canvas, so I think we want it to take up most of the canvas, and I like kind of these more squat jack-o'-lantern, so I think we'll do something like this, and y'all feel free to give some thoughts or feedback as we go. Just kind of jotting in some. I was thinking about doing a bunch of like different gourds or fall type pictures, but I thought, or subjects, but I thought, well, this will be something that will be the light playing off of it will be a lot of fun. So let's give this guy, I want to make him kind of a happy jack-o'-lantern. So yeah, we'll give him kind of a smile like this. This is just for memory, and I haven't carved a pumpkin forever, so we'll just kind of wing it, and we'll cut him as if he's smiling. That's the nice thing about. All right, we'll do that. What does that look like? What do you think, y'all? Well, kind of. We'll kind of draw this in a little bit. We can I'm using a burnt umber for the pumpkin, just to kind of give it that it's already got red tones in the brown, and then we'll be able to come put highlights around it. So, and lowlights. Now he's going to look like he's mad. But yeah, we'll just do, this will be dark because this will be dark all around it, and we'll kind of We'll give him a... And we'll just have to make this up as we go, because I don't know, like in the dark, obviously we want the majority of the contrast to be the light within and the darkness around him, because we want him to be sitting maybe outside in the dark. So that's kind of what we're going for. We're getting there. I kind of came in too far in his eyes here, but we'll try to... We may have to really go over that, because I didn't mean to paint over that, but all right, and because it's going to be important to cover all the canvas that's not him, we want to paint our edges here. So we bring the darkness in. So scary. Don't be too scared, Lola. Don't be too scared. He's a happy pumpkin or happy jack-o'-lantern. I watched a documentary from the History Channel this week on the history of Halloween and how we got Halloween. It was really quite interesting. Really, really quite interesting. So, all right, we'll let that dry a little bit. We'll let him dry. And I think what we'll do then is come in with some kind of a dark background around. We'll see if we can get this. Just a little bit of fun. All right. All right, we'll do the dark kind of a here. A dark background around him. Eventually he will blend into the dark background. It is more blue. Oh, I lost my camera. My camera is lagging slowly. I apologize. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, we're caught up, I think. Because blue and orange are complementary colors. So, yeah, my something is lagging on my computer, it seems like. I apologize for that. I hope my audio isn't lagging. You will see the painting appear faster than normal, I guess. That's frustrating because it's being very slow, and then all of a sudden you'll see pieces of this. So I apologize for that. Oh, now it's kind of catching up a little bit. Just weird. Who knows? Who knows? All right, we're trying to just cover all of that. All of that. I'm just trying something here because you know how pumpkins kind of have ridges? We have to like somehow account for that, how the light's gonna deflect off this. So I don't know if this is like actually works, but we'll see. And in this case, the light that is visible on the pumpkin is going to be coming in on this side. So we'll just kind of add a almost like a glaze over this. Oh, I just dropped the whole thing. Sorry about that. Now you see it, now you don't. Now you see it again. It's magic and art. 2 for 1, y'all. 2 for 1. All right. This is a mess, but we kind of will start to get there. Again, I'm just kind of winging it. There is no reference photo tonight, so we're just figuring it out. Did I have somebody in mind while choosing this as the subject this evening? I didn't, but maybe it's because I was raised in the home of an English teacher. What comes to mind is Ichabod Crane, the legend of Sleepy Hollow, the Headless Horseman. But I didn't specifically have anybody in mind, Bob G. It is good to see you, Bob G. I owe you an email. I got an email from Lindsay today, so I will be sending you an update. See, y'all, we do business and relaxation here. For those of you who don't know, Bob is my business partner. And so, yeah, we do some business, and of course we are friends as well, which is always great. I recommend you do business with friends whenever you have the chance. All right. Okay, see where we're going with this little by little. All right. Now we're just going to give that a minute to set up and to dry, and then we'll come back and I think we will do some more layers, just darker layers, because when we do more dark in here, then the more contrast we have, the more that this will stand out. Look how it looks like it's already kind of lit up, just because the color of the the color of the canvas is there, so doesn't add a whole lot, or doesn't I'm wondering why my computer's lagging. She's getting old, y'all. She's getting old, just like me. Okay. Welcome, welcome. Those of you, I see a few more people popping in. Glad to have you joining us on this spooky Halloween evening. I don't know that it's that spooky. I saw a few young ghouls and goblins out on, I live on Main Street in my little town, and little kiddos, not little, they were probably middle or junior high, middle school, junior high earlier, but we have had some trunk or treat things, activities in our area, and so a lot of kids may have already done their trick or treating, or who knows, but all right, we're going to do another coat here and just try to cover up. Oops. Must not have been quite dry. A little too tacky because it is still showing some, or pulling paint up, but still trying. Even though I haven't mixed medium, maybe I will at the end. I am trying to use the same brush strokes, kind of varied brush strokes as we go, so that I get some good texture. Never thought of Ichabod Crane. I'm a little surprised. That's all right, though. He just popped in my head. I guess because this is such a stereotypical jack-o'-lantern, he's not very unique. He's just kind of that stereotypical jack-o'-lantern. Did you all know that our modern-day trick-or-treating was developed? I mean, there's all kinds of old traditions that bleed into it, but it really was a concerted effort, especially for large cities, to curb the damage and the destruction in, I think, like the 30s and 40s, from trick-or-treating, because trick-or-treating had become so focused on the trick and the destruction, particularly with young men, young teenage men, causing all kinds of destruction, that they wanted to give kids something else to do. And so it was really a concerted effort to, and then of course the thing was commercialized, because it's like, oh, we can sell. And the original, at least in modern Halloween, the original costumes were paper costumes, but they were dangerous because they would sometimes start on fire. And a kiddo that's in a paper costume starting on fire, that's just not a good plan, as you can imagine. So then we switched, thankfully, away from kind of paper to kind of our modern day I don't really know what I'm doing at this point, because I'm just kind of trying to create the illusion of form. So this is really tacky, so I guess we need to just really give it some time to set up. I said I was going to do that, and then I didn't quite do that. Let's see, if we turn off the lights, does he glow? He glows a little bit, huh? Oh, there he glows. He looks like he's glowing much more now on your screen, doesn't he? Isn't it crazy? I've put no paint yet in the center. All right. I'm not sure how we're going to do the actual jack-o'-lantern. I probably should have looked at some reference photos, but I kind of like the idea of stumbling through and forcing my imagination and my memory to really think through some of these particular problems. I also wanted something quick and relatively easy just because I haven't been feeling the best and have a little bit of a scratchy throat and some not congestion, but just kind of feel blah. Fortunately, it is just a normal winter cold, apparently, because I have been plunged. My sinuses have been tested, so just to make sure. We're in that stage of life where you can't just assume everything is unfortunately, can't assume everything is a cold anymore. But that's all right. That is all right. We will get there. This is still really light. It is. I sprayed the back of my canvas with a water bottle earlier so that the paint would not dry into or leak into the canvas or as much, but now it's taken forever for it to dry, it seems like. So I'm going to take some more of this burnt sienna. I'm mixing it a little bit with some burnt umber, just to see if we can give another coat. Give him some rosy cheeks, maybe. Kind of where the light, I'm trying to think of where the light would capture, probably along, or where we would have reflected light from the inside, probably along the front sides of our guy here. And we want to take some into the back. Still, so we have a little bit of that form, but yeah, I'm picking up paint now because it's so tacky. I don't want to do that. I have to let it be, let it be. Makes me think I should plug in my air dryer. I wonder, let me try it. If y'all will bear with me, see if I can do that. I don't know why not. I haven't used it in months. Well, I used it all the time in Little Rock because the air was so humid, but here, haven't needed to. Pardon the noise. I'll mute my microphone so you all don't have to hear this. All right, and I am back, and you all get blasted in the ears with the sound of the hair dryer. Okay. All right. Now you can see the canvas is showing through. So we just have to keep doing these layers of our I was gonna do some. Maybe I will do. I wonder. Just a bit. What was I saying? We have to do layers of our background and foreground. I think I want to put a little bit, I'm going to diffuse this a little bit from this side. We'll just see. I don't know if this will work. We will try it. Let's see. So that we have kind of a different color. I'm just putting a little bit of this cerulean blue in, and that will give us kind of a lighter grayish color up here. I like that. I like that. And then we can go in and still on the other side. You won't see it as much on your screen because of the glare of the light, but maybe if I do that, let's see if that shows you. You can see it's a little bit lighter out on the left-hand side. So that's what I'm playing with now. I just wanted to see if it worked before I really dove too deep, but I think it does. So because I think when we come back the last time, basically, I want to do some I want to mix a medium with it so that we have a lot of texture in the paint, so that it's, because I've just been exploring with that style, and even if I'm painting kind of a relatively mundane subject, I still want to play with that a little bit. Kind of feel like this needs to be more kind of there. On this side, it will just kind of blend away. And over here, we'll really try to we'll keep kind of working on that, see what looks right. I don't know what to make it look three-dimensional so it doesn't look like a excuse me. There's that cold. Pardon my stifled sneezes. Let's see if we can begin to bring in some color into these places. Probably it would have been smarter to come in with lighter colors, but we'll see. Again, we're just learning, aren't we? As our friend Bob Ross says, just happy little accidents. No mistakes. Just happy little accidents. All right. But you do notice that by adding the color, it's dulled down the contrast. So it's going to, and that's not a bad thing necessarily. It's just that this is not even, it's kind of an orange. I haven't even really brought yellow in. But this, it helps us to kind of see what's going on with the, so I have burnt umber, and I think I'm going to step it up with a little raw sienna and just see what happens. I don't want to bring it too far out of the light as far as the pumpkin is concerned, but let's see what we can do. We can put some highlights in here. What that would look like. I don't really know what I'm doing here, y'all, so we're just going to play it by ear. I don't want to take too much of the contrast out because I do want some I want that contrast the dark and light. So yeah, there's that. It's just figuring out the proper balance of these colors. It really is. I'm just really playing around right now, trying to figure out, play with some color combo till it works. I think part of the key is going to be layers of texture and color, slight variations that will give the feeling of multiple layers. Okay, let's take a little bit of, I'm going to now try to see if I can I don't know if I can take some of my medium, because the medium is I'm afraid it will diffuse it already. So we're doing a little bit light. I think we can do that. There we go. It's a little bit light, but I think we can do it. So let's take some of this, and then let's come up here, see if we can now, then I will do the same thing, but with some, like, try to do it darker. So we'll do this, then we'll take the direct ultramarine blue, mix that first, then I'll take some of the brown, mix that in, so it's really dark. Okay, I think that's good. Now, let me take that up and try to, nope, it's going to be too light. Well, maybe we can get if we get the texture in, then maybe we can once it dries, then I can darken that, I think, on the right hand side. But it is a nice, let's see what it looks like with the light off. Probably glares too much. A little bit. Oh, kind of spooky. Okay. Let's just keep going, y'all. And we'll probably end up we'll see if we end earlier tonight because there's not a whole lot to work on. We're back to where we started a couple of years ago, where it's like, okay, I'm limited by, this is the best I can do at the level of the skill I have. Remember when I used to say that? And we would just end. I guess it's good that my skill level is improving, so therefore I can I don't know, go, not that I can go longer, but I can work on things a little more. Just putting some additional layers because this yellow is so translucent that it doesn't cover, especially where I've been imprecise with the brown. Then there are shades of brown in there. So trying to kind of fix that as I go a little bit, if that makes sense. Okay. Not exactly happy, but we're getting there. All right, I wonder if I can do some, I'm gonna try something. Don't know that it's gonna work, but should probably work with with a smaller brush, kind of do some of this work, because what I want to do is line some of this. So let's see. This is where it would help to have a reference photo, because my guess is, I don't know, that's a mess, yeah. That you see some of this ridge here, but I don't know how much you see where. So I think there's probably, let's try this and just see what happens. It may be a mess. Oh, maybe not, but it's not quite right. I do think there's something there. Yeah, the better I can get the the lines. The better it will look. Because obviously when you carve a pumpkin, it's a knife. So it's got to be... Can't have these blurry lines. But I do think this works with like doing this shadow bit. Maybe we brighten it. All right, we'll keep working this because I think that what we need is to brighten this up. I think it's need to paint over this. I'm not sure how to, I think that this is too, I think the angle on this side of the pumpkin is good, but I think these two are off because we're looking a little bit more on to them. So I think we need to just, we can, we'll see, take some of that out. I don't know, it's probably just gonna, until we get it to dry a little bit. Not sure. Yeah, I do think there's a... Maybe that's too much. But we'll just keep adjusting this. I do think it's too much. Until we get kind of a gradient. I haven't figured out how much of this should show. I think we need really stark contrast. But then it looks like two-dimensional here and three-dimensional there. So yeah, not good. Let's see. Excuse me. This is quite a thing, isn't it? Quite a... what seems so simple. Now let's see if we can do some highlighting. Turn up our lights. There. I think I'm getting this now, like how it should be. Now I'm just playing with the lights and shadows, really subtly putting the brightest bright over here on this side. So it indicates some volume inside of how the light is bouncing off the inside of the jack-o'-lantern. but there definitely is some variation over here. Thank you, Anna. My mom is on the live stream, I think, so she will, I think, see your comment, and she'll see it on Facebook too. But thank you for popping in. So good to see you as always. All right. All right, y'all. I really want to get this better, figure this out, this light and dark thing. But if we keep practicing, it's like when I started, I didn't know how to mix green colors, but now I do a little bit more. I'm not sure how much to lighten the pumpkin itself. That's the thing. I think it's actually just picking. My guess is it's picking a few spots. Where the light kind of catches. Again, I'm just kind of experimenting to see what works. So we mix a little blue into this. It'll tone it down. Ah, no, no, no. Eek. Eek, 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 eek. Let's see if we can fix that. There we go. Thanks. I think it will be all dependent on what we put. It's the contrast of what you put around the what you put around it that makes it look like it's, you know. work that it is glowing or not. I'm afraid I'm going to lose too much of the shape if I go too light. So it's almost like I don't want to lose this. But that looks really weird now. So I just have to keep playing with it. And I think it is the shadow. The shadow knows. This definitely works, doesn't it? Definitely throws us into shadow quickly. That's good to know. It's kind of this purplish color that really helps us define some where the shadow of this is. And I do think that we want the, see, by messing around, that's what you get. Like, you see, okay, well, this works, but I want it a little duller. So I'm going to put some blue in. And the blue diffuses the orange, but it I don't want to take too much because I don't want, yeah, it's a balance because I want this to really stand out. By putting those shadows in, we really start to, we see that, but, and having the contrast right up against the light, but I want, you know, anyway, gotta and do that. Then we'll have to come in and put, I think, some then take this shadow color, diffuse it just a little bit, It's too light. It's just a constant reworking of how ugh. So it definitely is a work in progress. Ugh, now I messed it up, huh? I lost my shape. Sort of. It's like a little too bright. But oh well, we'll keep working this. Little by little. I think we keep I think this is done what I wanted to do, which is a happy jack-o'-lantern. Yeah, I think it has done what I want it to do, so I think I'm going to step away for a bit from it. I think I'm just over painting at this point. So and I think if I keep going, I'm going to end up just taking away what's here, taking away from what's here. So let's just not do that. May have already, but fortunately these things will dry darker than they are. I don't think it takes away too much. I think we are getting there. Just a little bit here. I want to correct that so this doesn't look so messed up. It's not so much. There. Just cleaning up some of this. There we go. I think it's important to put some of that orange back in there just because it's obviously inside is orange tinted, so it will have that orange glow. All right, I think this is as far as I am going tonight, y'all. What do you think? There we go. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I think not bad for no reference photo. This has been fun. Let me switch you back here so I can quickly turn this around and say a very happy Hallows Eve goodbye to you. Thanks, Lola, as always, for sticking with me through the entire thing. All right, so this is what we have. Not bad. Excuse me. I am going to continue to do some of the projects like this because I really love working and understanding the play of the lights and darks and the contrasts of the dark against the light and how to really create a feeling of warmth, of nostalgia, of warmth by understanding the interplay of those colors and those, more importantly, those contrasts. So this was a fun little Halloween painting tonight. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I will see you next week at the same time, Monday evening at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. It will be episode 82 of the Paint Party live stream. If you would like to see the progress photos of the different paintings I do, as well as final photos of those we don't quite get done on the live stream, you can follow me on Instagram at Stephen E. Rice on Instagram, and I welcome you there. All right, I am going to go relax my throat a little bit and hopefully recover from whatever this little bug that's going through me is. But I appreciate you all coming and hanging out with me this evening, and I will see you next time on the Paint Party live stream.